Hey water signs, Mel Bell here with your reading for the month of March. This is for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So I would normally kind of shy away from this, but I'm not gonna do that. What I'm gathering here, and we'll build upon it as I pull cards live, but I did pull some cards to get a read, and it does look like there currently may be a conflict between yourself and another person, and a third person. So this can play out in many different ways. It can play out in relationships, romantic relationships. It can be family relationships, like siblings and a parent, or can be work, yourself, a coworker, and a manager. So there's a lot of ways that it plays out. The energy coming in, though, is victory for you. So it is interesting. The challenge is karma, in karma coming through and setting things right, because the near future talks about conflict, manipulation, deception. Now, this could be in the way of relationships, but it's not everybody's relationship. And so I think it's really important when you are getting readings that are general like this, that you don't try to fit it in where it doesn't fit. But I would say to be careful to pay close attention to things that people are saying to you. And if you have suspicions, you might want to check in with your intuition and really be sure that you should brush that off, because I feel like sometimes you feel like you need to brush that off. Maybe it's not like that and you just think it's like that. But your intuition's on point. You just have to make sure that it's not fear. That's where the trick is. Your wild card is the Queen of Cups, which is very fertile and very loving and very in control and feeling their emotions, and also just being able to managing the emotions. And you're a water sign, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, having the Queen of Cups as your wild card is very positive. She has a full shell of water, and that is also very positive, representing abundance, representing that anything that is happening emotionally in your life, you are able to handle. You are able to handle. There is a much needed change that needs to come in, but there is this energy that wants to keep you stuck. And it's definitely relationship. It has to do with relationships. And like I said, not necessarily a romantic relationship, but it's definitely something that is trying to keep you distracted and pull you away from what you might need to be doing. It's almost like this energy is messing with those kind of things in your life just to keep you busy, so that you miss out on some great opportunity. I'm gonna put you there because you just flew out like that. Whew, okay. So for my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, what do we have? From this deck, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. When I asked, I guess I should tell you that. Okay, check this out, you guys. Some of you might read cards. Three of Swords, right, was in the South position. in the near future, I got the Two of Cups, but it was reversed. So I was like, okay, I don't like that. Can you clarify? And then I got the Five of Swords, but it was reversed. So I am definitely seeing conflict. But when it comes to readings and we talk about the future, I believe that there are certain things that can be avoided and there are certain things that we can navigate around. So you don't have to engage in some of the things that might happen around you. You can't stop those things from happening, but you can choose not to engage. You can choose to not be involved in that. And I feel like there is power in that, and there is power here for that. That the only reason this message is coming forth to you right now is because you have the ability to disengage and not be brought into this drama. All right. Sorry about that. Just give me one moment to... There, I see you. Okay, what is this one? Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So this guy, he's always a little creepy to me, right? But he's wearing a mask. He's wearing a mask. Now this card has dual meanings to me. But firstly, he's wearing a mask. So make sure that the people that you are interacting with are not wearing a mask, showing you something that they are not. But discipline, armor, and boundaries. So I think the key here is boundaries. If you have a problem with boundaries, standing up for yourself, saying no, not allowing yourself to be pulled in situations that don't feel good to you, that you have a bad feeling about. Maybe you can't express why you don't feel good about this. You cannot explain it, but you know you don't want to do that. It's okay for you to be like, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that. You don't have to prove anything to anybody to not engage because you don't feel good about it. That's a boundary. Also, shielding. So I feel like some of you may be in a situation where there's a lot of energy, a lot of chaotic energy going around. Maybe people around you are pretty stressed out, and being empathic, you take on some of that energy, and maybe you're worried about somebody who's going through a lot and you're accidentally taking on some of their burden. This might just be purely energetic. So make sure that you are practicing a spiritual hygiene routine to keep your aura clear, keep yourself clear, to make sure that your health stays good and you can navigate what's going on in your world in the best way. So the High Lord of Gratitude and Service. So sometimes these cards say one thing and I get another thing. So when I look at this card, it talks about selflessness, humility, and conscious action. And the message I'm getting for you from here is do not give so much of yourself that you don't have anything left. It is okay to be proud of yourself. It is okay to put yourself first. If you are doing so with the conscious action of your higher self. As long as you are in line with your higher self and your intuition, and you choose that I am going to do this because this is best for me, that is okay. Every once in a while, there may come a situation that comes up and it's like, you really need to help this person. And it's not necessarily something I want to do, but my spirit is calling me to do this. This is definitely in alignment with my intuition. So there's a balance there. The Wise Woman of Wonderland. Integrity and compromise. So again, there is a balance here. Sometimes you can get involved, but also from a distance, or or without fully engaging. Sometimes you're needed to be the peacemaker, or the one that can see more than one side of the story. Maybe you have friends that are not seeing eye to eye. Maybe you get stuck in the middle of that. So the message of power and strength that comes here is that you have the ability to shape the situation and make it a positive as possible one for you. Now, maybe other people involved are not going to be able to benefit fully from that. That's their choice. That's their choice. But your choice is in how you're going to react and how you're going to move in a situation. And so it's really important that you are taking care of yourself and that you're practicing strong boundaries so that you can navigate the situation. Yeah. And I'm going to pull a couple of cards from the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck and see what goddesses come up. All right. Here we go. Oh, wow, that's really cool. Okay, that makes me feel good. That makes me feel good, you guys. Wow, okay, so very powerful messages here. So, Aphrodite, inner goddess. Isn't that wonderful that we were just talking about you? And again, there is Queen of Cups is very much goddess energy. So this is about awakening the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So again, making sure that you are okay, making sure that maybe you have a spiritual hygiene routine in your everyday. And that can be as easy as when you shower, you also think about cleaning away energetic debris that you may have brought with you the day prior or from that day, depending on when you shower, but you get the point. Having some kind of thing that you do on a regular basis to keep your energy clear. And then the other card you got was Dana, High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So I did pick up on how you may end up in the middle of a situation with other people in conflict. They're at odds with each other, and maybe you are the peacekeeper. I would only caution you to make sure that you are taking care of yourself first and learning, if you do not know already, how to shield yourself from energy, because it's easier to be in situations like that when you have a good shielding, when you have a good shield in place to not be bombarded by that energy. Okay. So very good messages there. I'm going to end off on the universe has your back. And see what we got here for this last card. This is for the month of March for the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Do whatever you are called to do. But if you are on the YouTube platform, liking my video is very helpful for me. I would appreciate it. Okay, what is the message? What is the message? Oop, there it is. Okay. I am the dreamer of my dream. So, there's a level of control that you have of this life that you are in through your creative thought, through your creative actions. You can create the energy for manifestation in your life. You are the dreamer and you are in the dream. So message coming to me is your higher self would be the dreamer. And your physical self, is the part of you that's in the dream. So you are participating in more than one way in your life, energetically and physically speaking. I had to pull another card. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. That's what we're going to leave off on. I'm going to read that again. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. So at this time, it might be very helpful for you to have a meditation practice, sit in prayer on a regular basis, conversate with your higher power, with your higher self on a regular basis, because this will strengthen your intuition and it will help you to be less afraid and to navigate situations. I feel like you are in a certain time in your life where you're not able to get away from conflict very easy because of who's around you. And that's not to speak bad of those people, because people just, they have their own paths and things happen, right? But you being this heart-centered person, you have to protect yourself and make sure that you are okay while that is happening around you. So you can do both. You can be loving and help others, and you can take care of yourself and set strong boundaries. There's a balance that can be had there. Okay, well, I hope March goes wonderfully for you. I hope some of that helped, and have a great day. Bye.